folks. I'd have to say, all in all, this experiment went pretty well. I'm not going to take too much time on each picture. Not until around 200 feet from an inch and a half off the ground do you really start to see some good distortion. I mean, you can see it earlier, about 100 feet, you can start to see it. If I would take that blue line out of there, it's a very slight minimum. It was a warmer day on this day. I'm learning. I've done a couple experiments on this since this one, and I was able to actually see more than this one showed. So I believe diffraction is caused by the amount of humidity also in the air. The more moisture and humidity in the air, the more it has to look through and the more the objects get distorted. And of course, there's more humidity near the bottom, as the heavier water molecules and whatnot would be sinking. It's really interesting, folks, how all this works, how our eyes work. As you can see, the bottom is getting harder and harder to make out now, and they're starting to actually converge, the two circles from the mirroring effect. The mirrored one on the bottom is actually starting to combine with the actual image. So this is what we see.
Can you pause it right there for a second, Bobo?
Are always missing.
Yeah, right there. Now, as you can see, we can no longer see the blue line on the left or the right at the very bottom. It has pretty much turned white right there in the middle. That's because the white is the dominant color that you're seeing in that area. They're in the diffraction zone. And if you keep an eye, you'll see that the numbers, how they could be made out a lot better, they start blurring. You can still see the numbers at the top, but as you get closer to 1, it gets a lot harder to see right in there. You can see the 1 at the top, the 10. You can read that clearly, but along your line of sight is where this diffraction takes place. Wherever your point of view is focused at, that is where the diffraction pattern will happen all across your horizontal plane of your eye. It doesn't happen just in the center. It will happen all along the plane. All righty, Bob.
Okay, continue on.
From long distances. It has nothing to do with the curve of the Earth. It is never the actual amount that should be missing, and it's usually very far from it. So, I mean, this is just how our eyes work. The bottom of things do disappear over distance. And then as you watch, here in a second, I'm going to go to eye level. There's about 3.5, 4 inches there distorted. Then I go back up to eye level right here, and boom, you can see the whole thing again. So all those people saying that, oh, it doesn't matter how high you are, if on a flat plane you can't see more, blah, 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 they're wrong. Flat out wrong. So this is Good Times for All, everybody. Signing out. As always, thanks for watching.